Welcome to the Bodhi Academy. My name is Shrutika and today let us learn a new chapter from Standard 12 Biology, that is Principle of Inheritance and Variation. So genetic is the study of principle and mechanism of heredity and variation. So George Mendel is known as the father of genetics. So he was the one who coined the term inheritance and variation. That is, he founded the concept of genetics. So what is inheritance? So inheritance is the process by which characters are passed on from parent to the progeny. It is based on heredity. So inheritance is basically getting certain characteristics or features from the parent to the offspring. So this is called as inheritance. That is, you inherit certain traits from your parents. So this basically depends upon the heredity. And what is variation? So variation is basically the degree by which progeny differs from their parent. Okay, so the offspring will be not identical to the parent. It will have certain characters from the parent, but it will not be like a clone of the parent. That is, it will not be exact copy of the parent. That so how this is formed? This is occurred because of some variation. That is, there is a difference in the offspring rather than their parents. So variation may be in terms of morphology, physiology, cytology, behavioristic traits of individual belonging to the same species. So there is variation among the species. That is, there is some change in the physiological characters, morphological characters, behavioral characters of the offspring compared to the parent. But it will inherit certain characters from the parent. So this is called as variation. So variation arises due to reshuffling of the genes or the chromosomes, then crossing over or recombination, and mutation and environmental effect. So these are some causes for variation. So we have seen what is inheritance and what is variation, and which are the factors which causes variation. Now we will see how this study was conducted. It was conducted by the scientist George Mendel, and he proposed the law of inheritance. So Mendel's law of inheritance, Mendel constructed hybridization experiment on garden pea Pisum sativum for 7 years and proposed the law of inheritance in living organisms. So he used Pisum sativum, that is garden pea plant, to do his experiment to propose the law of inheritance. That is, the selection of the pea plant. How this pea plant was selection. The main reason for selecting pea plant was adopting garden for the so the main reason why pea plant was selected for the experiment was pea has many distinct contrasting characters. Lifespan of pea is short. Flowers show self-pollination. Reproductive walls being closed by the corolla, and it is easy to artificially cross-pollinate pea flowers, and the hybrid turn produce very fertile. So these were some characters of the pea plant because of which it was selected for the experiment by Mendel. So how the experiment was conducted, as in what was the finding and how the experiment was done. So working method, Mendel's success was also due to his meticulous plans and methods. He studied only one character at a time. So what he did was he studied one character at a time. He used all available techniques to avoid cross-pollination by undesired pollen grains. He applied mathematics and statistics to analyze the result obtained by him. Mendel selected 7 contrasting characters of garden pea for his hybridization experiment. Contrasting characters studied by Mendel. So after doing his experiment, what he noted was he has selected some characters. Okay, so those we will study now. So these are the 7 pairs of contrasting characters in the experiment. as in he has compared this and he has classified them as dominant traits and recessive traits. So the characters were seed shape, seed color, flower color, pod shape, pod color, and flower position, and the stem height. So these were the 7 contrasting characters he identified, and then what he did was he classified certain characters as dominant trait and recessive trait. What are dominant trait now? Dominant trait are the traits which are dominant, that is, it is expressed, and recessive traits are not expressed traits. They are recessive, they are non-dominant. So the in seed shape, which is the dominant trait, it is the round one, and wrinkled is the recessive trait. In seed color, which is the dominant trait, it is the yellow color which is dominant, and green color is recessive. In flower color, violet is the dominant trait and white is the recessive trait. Pod shape, full pod shape is the dominant trait, and constricted pod shape is the recessive trait. Then pod color, green color is the in pod color, green color is the dominant trait and yellow color is the recessive trait. In flower position, axile, that is in the axis, it is the dominant trait, and terminal, if the flowers are born on the terminal ends of the stem, then they are the recessive traits. Then stem height, tall was dominant and dwarf plants were the recessive plants. So these were the 7 characters which he used to propose the law of inheritance. So in today's class, what we have learned is what is genetics, what is inheritance, what is variation, how variation is caused. Then we have seen Mendel's law of inheritance. We have seen how the experiment was done, and which were the 7 contrasting characters which Mendel used in his experiment. So thank you for watching today's video. Thank you for watching today's video. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe to the Bodhi Academy.